Alright, and let's take a look at mission control. Test the Rove Max model S2 landed on Duna. Specific orbit over Ike. Position Doodle 11B in an adjusted orbit around the moon. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take this one. It wants me to change the orbit of one of my old satellites. So it's around here somewhere. So it's got to be like one of the... It's got to be a relay. Yep, it's this one. So this is the Doodle 11B satellite, which made it into its particular orbit with way more fuel than I intended. Because it was supposed to just be this part up here, but this fuel tank's not even empty yet. So there's the adjusted orbit. Okay, so we'll clear this. And then what we gotta do is, like, go here, add a maneuver. And it looks like we just need to adjust it a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Wait, that's not the right one? So which one's gonna make it twirly doodle? Oh, wait, no, that is right. And then and then it's way off its doodle doodle. But we can also just scrooch, 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 scrooch. Hey, Black Blandenberger. Thanks, buddy. Buddy. Well, that's pretty close-ish. Might be able to do this in, like, one burn. So what we need is the apoapsis to be down that way. I think I had that right. That's pretty close to what it's supposed to be. Might be able to adjust this a little bit. No, see at that we're getting way off. So we'll get it as close as we can and then go from there. That might actually let's see, that might actually get us pretty close. I love my tea. Ah. Warp to next maneuver. Alright, so now we'll just point towards my doodle. There it is. Give it a couple seconds here. Chose not to surrender the Dominion even though the loss was unavoidable by then, just because he was proud to even consider the deaths the many would cause by... I mean, are you saying that it would have been better if the Federation surrendered to the Dominion and just let them take over the Alpha Quadrant? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Well, that seems a lot... that sounds like a lot of heresy. Is what that sounds like to me. Heresy! Heresy, heresy. Let's get this thing close. Ballistic missiles this time? No, I think we're pretty much out of the ballistic missile phase of the game. Woo! That's pretty close. And we can adjust it from here. We can definitely... That's pretty close to where it needs to be. with minimal deviation. So yeah, this one definitely wants it to be a lot closer than the other ones before. So what we're gonna do is probably just go to the point where the orbits meet here and adjust it. Just line it up a little better. It's pretty close. Yeah, that's kind of all we need. Burn the heretic. I don't think we're gonna be needing to burn anybody just yet. Warp to next doodle. Yeah, the Bashir stuff was kind of lame. I always thought he was kind of a whiny character, but O'Brien is really is fun. I always liked O'Brien, but I liked him in TNG. I grew up with TNG, so I'm a TNG kind of dude. Heresy, believe in Christian. Alrighty, so now we just this just needs to be shifted the slightest bit. I think I actually just made it worse. I don't think I made this better. It's so close. Come on, give me a break, guys. So maybe we go to... Well, let's try this. Let's go to where the descending node is, add in a maneuver there, and just try to line it up a little. Like, yeah, like that. So what we need is the apoapsis needs to meet up over there. Oh, no, that's the ascending node. Kill a beam! Thanks for the follow. Odo is okay. So apoapsis needs to be here. I mean, that's pretty good right there. And then I can adjust it as we see fit. Thank God we have a lot of fuel. Just gotta adjust the orbit, just scrooch it around just a little bit. I mean, it's lined up real close. Thank God for RCS thrusters. Then we'll just give it a sec here. Get a little closer. Is that close enough? Is that what it's telling me? Hey-oh! Yeah, that was close enough. Nice. We got it. Took a couple burns, but we got it. Still plenty of fuel left in this tank, too. Sweet! Completed that mission. The Doodle 11B probe is successful. Okay, so... Space Center. Or I think what you aren't taking into account is that at that point when DS9 was around, there had been the original series, which had been come and gone. Then there was years and years and years of TNG, and there was years and years and years of Voyager. Wait, which came first, Voyager or DS8? Basically, they knew it was a departure from what Gene Roddenberry meant Star Trek to be, and that was because they knew that people weren't interested in seeing that optimistic future every single week. They did that on purpose. They want another satellite in a specific orbit. I could build a better satellite. Oh, let's see. Thermometer, mystery goo, materials bay, and in a designated orbit. Okay. It wants another probe. That'll be fun. Wait, no, that's Ike. Wait, no. This one's the moon. This one's Ike. I haven't. We got new probe doodles. So new surface outpost on Minmus. I think we have. Let's see. Construct temperature surveys. Scientific data from space around the moon. Wait, we just have one that's scientific data from space around the moon right now? Oh, that one's easy. So let's do a new moon probe then. Let's do a new moon probe. Sorry guys, I'm just not feeling great right now. The lights are kind of getting to me, so I'm kind of getting a little headache. All right, so this is where's Dongle? Doodle 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 doodle. There's Dongle 1. That's the lander. I think we could just start from scratch. Turn off the lights, Ben. Well, I like the green screen, and it's not. It's I've felt off all day, so that's just kind of, you know, exacerbating the situation. But then I can't use the green screen, and it blocks out a big portion of the screen, and I don't like that. So I think what we'll just do is start from scratch. We'll nickname this the. Oh, you know what? It's gonna want me because this is a probe, so we need a probe. We just start with a probe core. So these are all manned. That's a lander can. Man, that's cool looking. This is the Mark II can lander. I've never used this before. It looks like it's got. Oh, it's got. Is that maybe that's an RCS tank? It's probably an RCS tank. It's got RCS thrusters on it. Yeah, it's got to be an RCS tank. A cupola. That thing's pretty cool looking. So I guess we're still just using, working with the original probe doodles. So I guess we start with this. And we name it Dongle, the Dongle 2. Okay. And let's pop open our thingy here. Wait, did I take a rescue mission? Did I take the wrong one? I think I took the wrong one. Explore Minmus. Specific orbit around Minmus. Specific. I did, didn't I? Well, fuck me. Minmus. A new orbital station around the moon. You know what? Man, bits for the dockside. Thanks, Totem Wolf. I guess we'll take that one too, because an orbital station around the moon sounds fucking amazing. But we're gonna do the probe one first, because the probe should be relatively straightforward here. I don't have a lot of probe doodles, but we can still make it work. Make it work. New station. Temperature save rate around the moon at the site. Scientific data from around the moon. So we're going to do this one. And apparently we took this one. Rescue this guy. That'll be a fun one to try too. So why don't we do this satellite, then maybe try the rescue mission? That sounds like it'd be fun. And then maybe do this the space station. I feel like a space station around Kerbin would be an easier step, but fuck it. Alrighty, so it wants to make, what does this want on it? Notes. It has to have at least a materials bay, so it's got to have a lot of stuff. So science, that's a science junior. What's the material bay? I don't remember what that is. It's a storage container. It's not a communication, obviously. Thermal. Is it just a structural payload? That's a service module. Service bay. Right? Materials bay. That's a service bay. The fuck is a materials bay? Color me confused. Huh. The Science Junior is the materials bay? Oh, well. So it's that. I wonder, can I make this more aerodynamic with, well, that's too big. Yeah, we can. I can make that more. That's better. Okay. So it has to have a mystery goo on the satellite, have a thermometer, may be able to maintain stability. We're going to want to put, like, fucking everything on this in terms of sciencing. Everything we can, at least. So it needs to have a thermometer. Thermometer's easy. We'll put a pressure scanner on there as well. It wants me to have one of these bastards. So here, let's just like slap that on right there. Maybe scrooch it a little. We don't want it to be too unbalanced.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
Science Junior. We got that. We got that. We're not gonna use this. Experiment storage unit. I've never used this before, so I don't know what that's for. We got so we got all that. It needs communications. So it needs an antenna. Whoop, no, that's not right. All the antennas! Fuck me. What's the rotate button? There it is. Needs an antenna. It's gonna need power. I like to just do this. Stack those up there, because they kind of fit. I hope we can at least agree that the Last Giant is a war crime. 100% agree. How many Kerbals have died? 20. That's a rough estimate, though. Sergey, at one point, a broken booster section hit the launch building and blew it up. I don't know how many people died in that, but it was about a few. Those are a little big for this. You know what? This is a satellite. It doesn't need fancy retractable ones. It just needs ones that fucking work. That gets in the way, though. I mean, that's basically what we need. Those are rookie numbers, Ben. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been doing a lot of probes, though, so that helps. This thing up now. What else does it need? It's going to need a maneuvering thruster. So it's going to need at least a small fuel tank on it. And a small engine. So it can maneuver around. Okay. Pretty good so far. No issues there. Let's see. Materials bay. Mystery goo. Thermometer. Maintain stability. So it should have some RCS. Or an incline reaction wheel. Might be a little complex for a satellite. Lemon pound cake is out of the oven. That sounds delicious, because that's one of my favorites. I actually make lemon pound cake occasionally myself. With a little lemon glaze on it. Sky God isn't pleased with the lack of Kerbal sacrifices. Well, I mean, we could always get more people killed. So there's that. That's the probe. It's the science probe. I think RCS, just like a couple of these would be ideal. Here, let's do it like this. Let's do 2 there, and then we'll go 90 degrees and put 2 more on down here. Then we would need RCS fuel. I think this is my only RCS tank. I think it is. Well, that's a real big adapter. That's another real big fuel adapter. You think one will do? Huh. Orange black markings on the module, anything but just decorations. Yeah, I think they're just decorations. I think it's just there to look good. Superman, it sounds like you were all over fucking Europe. So now what we'd want to do is put this thing in a fairing. There we go. Probe core. Completely contained inside the fairing. Stress, intersecting nodes, delete fairings. Could change the color of it for shits and giggles to make it look nicer. Nice swatch, some coasters for London, which you're interested in. I can always send you some. That would be sweet. Superman, make sure you're on my Discord, right? All right, so that's the probe right there. So we just need a regular decoupler, and then the engine. I would say we'd use like a regular. You know, like a normal-sized engine. To get it, to maneuver. I'm really bad at like, getting these things aerodynamically, correct. So we're just gonna try to make this, like, as simple as possible. I need one of these. Then, like, one of those. Let's make sure the fairing gets knocked off whenever we feel like it. Let's give it a shot. Normally what happens is I try a rocket and it just goes... Total Wolf, you're making me really hungry with all the food talk. It's a little wibbly and a little wobbly. Oh, you know what? And I just realized that the thrust on this thing is going to be way too high. It's going to be extraordinarily high. This is just a test. We're probably going to need, well, actually, I don't know. Let's see where this takes us. Let's see where this takes us. I think we're going to end up going way too fast with this probe. It's a little on the tall side. Yeah, and I don't have any... Well, I got a little control over it. Whoa! 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 Too much, you little fuck. Yeah, there you go, you big fuck. That was more control over that rocket than I anticipated. It's a whole other company of rockets. Yeah, we're going way too fast, way too soon with this rocket for it to be effective. All right, so let's revert this flight to vehicle assembly. Then all we're gonna do is we're gonna limit the thrust down to, let's say, 65%. We'll put some aerodynamic fins on this motherfucker, so we get a little bit more control over it. Gonna go ahead and save this and we'll try again. Too fast and too furious. Yeah, we were a little too fast and a little too furious. All right. Better. Better. You kind of want to crawl through the bottom of the atmosphere. We should design ballistic missiles for the army. I should. Yeah, you want your rockets to crawl through the thickest part of the atmosphere. If you're going really fast through when you're at a low altitude, then basically what you're doing is you're wasting a lot of fuel efficiency just, you know, with the thick atmosphere trying to push through it. It's really hard to make a rocket in this game that doesn't look phallic. Well, that's what happens when you're building rockets. They have to be that shape. Oh, wibbly. A little wibbly and a little bit on the wobbly side there. That was me. That's me trying to get it to push over the correct direction. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, this is actually going well. It's under control and it's moving in the correct direction. And we're not going too fast, which is good. Or where does that put us? Yeah, I think we're going to need more fuel on this to, I think we're going to need to make a more complex rocket to make this work right, but it's not bad. I don't know. This probe's really light. Well, let's see where we get. And what we can actually do is, let's slow that down. Because that thing does weigh like half a ton. So now that we're actually in space, we don't need it anymore because there's no... Well, we're getting to the point where there's no air resistance. And then we can just warp here. The diddly doodly one. Go full Falcon Heavy. Oh my. I mean, yeah, I probably do need more boosters. I mean, this was my attempt at making like the simplest probe I could. Just the literal simplest thing I could do. Just a straight up 2-stage rocket with nothing fancy on it. With no complex staging. With nothing crazy going on. We're probably going to be able to get into orbit fine. But we'll see where we land. We'll see where we land. It's more of a test than anything else. This is why I think maybe playing on a harder difficulty might be good for me, because you can't just chuckle fuck around like I'm doing on the harder difficulties. So now that was the fairing. Get rid of that. Oh, you know what? The, man, I fucked that up. Okay. Yeah, I fucked that. Okay, we're gonna have to revert flight to vehicle assembly. The fairing needs to be below. Yeah. Okay, so that's not right. That off. Take that off. Take this off. Put that there. Put this there. There, I think we'll just rebuild the fairing on that. So I don't want it to intersect. Where was the fairing? Payload, here we go. That one, these are like the bigger size ones, right? Like the wider ones, yeah. Come on, what are you doing here? Doesn't want me to place it. I wonder if it's too far up or something? So, oh, you can increase the number of sides on that too. That's cool. Maybe, huh, I wonder how this works. Is it possible to reach the speed of light? No. Definitely not. Oh, okay, so you do just... yeah, I was just not putting it in an area that it liked. That's all it was. And again, it doesn't want to... Doesn't want to... What's going on here, guys? What the fuck? Just doesn't want to... Like, so there is fine. And there won't let me. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I need to make it a little wider. No? Seriously, what the fuck's going on here? I think I just need to... I'm not giving it enough, like, tolerance there. Yeah, I think that must have been just it. I just wasn't giving it enough wiggle room. Alright, so I know what we're gonna... I think I know how we're gonna do this. Here, let's give it, let's just do that, and then we'll give it just some side dongles. Yeah, I was just trying... I think I was just being a little too rough on it. And then we'll grab these guys. Put them on the side. Let's give them some aerodynamic nose cones. Doing them like that is better if they're right up against the side. Some fins for control, because we might need that. It's a little off from where I'd want it, but we could try it with just 2 fins. Well, that's not bad. And then we'll just limit these to like 50. Because now there's 2 of them, so we definitely don't need as much much fuel as before. Alright, let's try this. Alrighty, let's try this again. It's actually kind of cool looking. Oh, we don't want RCS on. Oh, that's a little wibbly and a little wobbly. And a little slow, but it looks like it'll do. Let's try it. It's a little wibbly. Wibbly, wibbly. Yeah, just kind of... I mean, it's pretty stable. It looks like there's a little shimmy in there. We might be able to correct... Woo! Correct that roll. And make sure it stays facing the correct direction. I can see NASA engineers going, it looks better with 2 fins. Let's try it. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a thing. Kerbin is flat, but I can see the curve. All right, so we're at about 5,000 meters. So now we're gonna start. Oh yeah, fuck you. You're fat. Yeah, not enough. I'm thinking not enough thrust. Woo! Are they gonna hit? Alright, so revert flight, vehicle assembly. Not enough thrust. Let's turn that up to like 60. I'm gonna add on another stage. Probably do this simpler, but should have put a Kerbal on it. Well, it's a probe. I don't think a probe needs a Kerbin. Like a little tiny. Or what we could, you know what we could also just do is add more fuel onto this. So we got plenty of a lift. I wonder, because that is a bit more fuel. I wonder if that's enough thrust. Cancel that. Save. Maybe. Alrighty. Try this again. I don't like that wibbly. It's a little too wobbly. We'll see how this goes, though. What I tend to do is get like a working rocket, and then just like throw it out the window and be like, let's over-engineer this shit. That's generally my way of kerbaling. Like, this rocket works perfectly fine, so let's get rid of it, make a more complicated version. Probe meat? I don't know how good probe meat is, or maybe Jeb. Well, we don't have a Jeb here. Jeb meat. Push, 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 push. You're a fat rocket. I gotta. If this doesn't work, we're just gonna go simple, and we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something nice and simple. Even simpler than this. Oh, it's twisting. I don't want it to be twisting, but it's twisting. I mean, we're pretty good right here. We just gotta burn until we hit that, like, orbit thingy. 70,000. It's fine. Probe meat. Now I'm hungry. Okay, so now we could just... Man, the blast force on those fairings is just really intense. Get rid of the weight on those. We don't need it. And then see how we do from here. Just warp here. See how it goes. My favorite part of this rocket is the circular RCS tank just right on the tip of the nose there. Oh, and we should also, can I not... Am I not allowed to make those do their thingy? Oh, you know why? It's because it was probably because we were on, like, fast mode. Just to make sure we don't run out of power. Oh, shit. Burn! Push your fat nose up, you cow. Stay on your apoapsis. Cow rocket. See you, Superman. Thanks for stopping by. But you did say you'd be back. Alrighty, it looks like we're doing okay now. Wibbling and wobbling around, but doing okay. Cow rocket, yes! That's what I call all my fat rock. Whenever they start hauling over in awkward angles and directions, because they're, like, unbalanced, I always call them fat cows or manatee rockets. Alright, we just gotta keep going until we're in orbit, and then we're pretty good. We're almost there. If I had a dollar for every time I said push your fat nose up, you call I'd be a rich man. Eric Witt, thanks for the follow. All right, there we go. What is it? No, that's not quite there yet. Sure, that's above 70. There we go. Now all we gotta do is set target. And find a good place to burn. Add maneuver. Burn. We do have one more, like, engine on this thing after we run out of fuel. So, and it's, you know, just pushing around the probe, which is ideal. Because it's the lightest, you know, part. So we need to do it, like, over here. There it is. I think what we want to do is do it like here, and then we can reduce its reduce the thrust on that a little bit. Yeah. There we go, that's fine. Estimated burn time 24 seconds. That's really not bad. So we'll face this direction. I like making probes. They always look cool. Hey, Kason. Okay. So we're pointing in the right direction. Yeah, because we got this tank and this thruster right here, and it's pushing the smallest section of the rocket, so it should be pretty good to go. Node in. We're gonna go at 12 seconds. All right. I think we'll have that much fuel in this rocket. Honestly, I didn't think this would work. But it looks like it will. We just need to burn until we get a dongle. A doodle. And then cut it! How much fuel's left? And there's still a little bit of fuel left in the tank. Did my chat die? Cyrus, I can still see you. Can you see me? And now we'll just whee! Goodbye, Kerbin! Hello, Moon! So we might have enough fuel left to do a retrograde burn to get the satellite into orbit, and then we have our final fuel tank for maneuver purposes. I don't know why. I like building I think I like building the probes more than I like building the actual spaceships, because the probes, you know, they don't have a person there controlling everything. Favika, thanks for the cheer, bud. All right, so now we're just gonna go to. Oh, we gotta go a little further. Warp to the periapsis. Warp there, and then turn my fat ass around. And we'll just burn with what fuel we have left here. Not much, but it's some. We got RCS thrusters too if things go completely tits up. Alright, now we'll decouple that. There we go. So we get rid of this. Now we've just got the actual probe left. And we just need, I actually think I need to... Yeah, I actually need to activate that engine. And it's it's like the really little efficient one. And then, bam. We're in an orbit. Okay, so the orbit is it's pretty close in, and it's at a strange doodly-doodly. It's not fat, it's fluffy. No, it's fat. Have I been able to land a Kerbal on the moon? Yes, Kaysen, I did a successful moon landing and a successful Kerbal landing. So, what I'm just going to do here is burn retrograde and try to pull this in so that it's like the right kind of width here a little bit. That kind of. And then I'm going to warp over this way. Oh yeah, I got fuel for this. I think I got enough fuel for this, as long as I don't completely fuck up. Which is possible. It's a cute little probe. Alright, so add a maneuver. So we want to go like this. We also... Let's see, what can we do here? So that's not going to work. We should probably do this in like more thought out sections here. So like, well, let's cancel this. I'm not good at orbits. How would I want to do this? So I gotta kind of get to like here. Well, can I target this? Focus on the moon. Okay, that helps. All right, we'll line those up like that. Add the maneuver there. And then, yeah, that'll kind of align it in the correct direction. Yeah, that'll get me partway there. What I think I want to do is try to get this set up so that I intersect the descending node, like on the correct plane. Like do that, and then I can burn there, and I should be able to kind of fix it. So, okay, so, yeah, I got this all messed up now, but I can fix it. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's delete this because I completely fucked it up. So it was, the node was like there, is where I wanted it, at maneuver. And then we just kind of wanted to line it up. Line it up. Yeah, so the orbit is kind of on the right plane. Then I can work with it from there. I can work it. Ooh, kind of almost had it there for a second. I think that's pretty good. All right. It's 109. Whoa, yeah, this thing really moves now. It's 197 delta V on that, which is a lot, but it's a little tiny guy. Gotta go do things, have fun, people. See you, Totem Wolf. Hey, Quick Fury, good to see you. Extend antenna because it looks cool. And then we'll burn, or we'll wait until we get to our warp to next maneuver. I'm really bad at this kind of stuff, so we're basically just trying things out here. Alright, so yeah, there we are. We're almost at our doodle here. We'll wait till we're at about, yeah, right about that, then we'll start thrusting. Yeah, this thing's so light it's easy to maneuver. Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong goddamn button there. I just messed that up. Yeah, I gotta try to fix that a little bit. I had the periapsis like it exactly, like exactly where I wanted it, and then I fucked that up. Okay, so there we go. Okay, close that. All right. So it's not exactly where I wanted it, but my orbits are nearly intersecting, so we're closer. How's my fuel situation? That's fine. So we're going to want to scrooch in and do a little bit of this. So let's look at this. Get this lined up. Huh. No, it's not. It's not exactly where we need it. I just need to scrooch this in. I think it'd be better if I just scrooched it in first. Or, yeah, I would have to burn at the periapsis, not the apoapsis. Oh, fuck, no. Stop. That's not what I wanted. Alright, so scrooch it in a little. Okay, so okay, how do we want to make this work? This is not the kind of thing I'm good at. Ah, fuck, and I just hit the wrong damn button again. If I remember correctly, what we kind of want to do is go here. Oh, shit. And then I just fucked that up again. Set the moon as the target. Ah, god damn it, I keep fucking doing that. Keep hitting the wrong damn button, and the the music keeps turning off, which is really annoying me. Give me my doodle. Add maneuver, not warp here. Okay. So we can definitely try to line it up. Get it pretty good. So like that would be lined up real nice in terms of its doodly diddly. And then, you know, yeah, Ben, give the doodle. I'll give the doodle. And then from here, what I think I can do is just move the orbit up by burning on the periapsis and apoapsis, kind of like that, I think. Because then it's lined up correctly. And what I could do is I could go to the apoapsis, burn so that it lines up here, and then come over to this section and then burn so it lines up on this section, and flip the apoapsis and the periapsis, and then we should be good. All right, so I think that'll work. Now we warp to the next maneuver correctly. My little probe, and we haven't, because it's so little, it's easy for it to have the fuel to correctly maneuver around. The incline reaction wheel makes it really easy to move out and move about. Estimated burn time 2 seconds. There we go. That's what we wanted, because that's like a line up on the right plane. And then what I can do is I can come here at a maneuver and kind of scrooch it out just the slightest bit so the apoapsis lines up. Apoapsis lines up. Like that. And then I can just, and then I burn over here, line up the periapsis. We're basically there. Okay, so warp to next maneuver. And then we get our science, transmit it back. Reap our reward. Wee. Estimated burn time 2 seconds. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Bet is the expert on doodle theory. On doodle theory, yes, but orbital dynamics, no. Whoop. All right. Went too much, so we'll just pull it back. Not bad. Okay, clear that. I think we're gonna need to make another go of this, because the apoapsis is not lined up right. We need to move it. This should help with a few Kerbal funerals. Yes, Quick Fairy, thank you very much. That'll definitely bury some Kerbins. Or you could kind of do what the Soviets did and just put them on display. So we need to move it. So I think we want to burn it like over here just a little bit, right? Yeah, we just want to burn yeah, just like that. Because I got that, I fucked up that apoapsis burn. Thank you, Quick Fairy, by the way. That was very generous. Appreciate it. Hey, buddy, do you want to come be a cat astronaut? Or do you just want food and that's why you're hanging out with me? Estimated burn time 0 seconds. There we go. That's close. All right. I just wanted that to line up. And then add maneuver here. And then we just pull this in, and it should be lined up nearly perfectly. Yeah, we got this guy. It took a couple burns. Probably could have done it more efficiently, but that's that. Little buddy floof floof. Little buddy floof floof. My God, you shed a lot. At least your butt doesn't smell right now, because you haven't pooped in a while. Alrighty then. Warp to next doodle doodle. And estimated burn time is only 4 seconds. It's going to make this pretty easy. Okay. That's like almost perfect. All right, let's see where we stand. Hey, Kaysen. Should pay for more meat for the grinder, yep. Okay, so reach the designated orbit around the moon with minimal deviation. So right now it's saying that this is too much of a deviation from what it should be right now. Which sucks, because that is basically nothing. So I think what we'll do is we'll add in a maneuver at the maybe because it's not lined up perfectly. Let's try that. Maybe that'll line it up a little better. It sucks that because these maneuvers are so slight. 20 dead Kerbals. I just don't. Those are rookie numbers. I've been told those are rookie numbers. Alrighty. And that's estimated because some of those were killed when the buildings kerploded. Alright, how's that? Oh, okay, wait, no. That does not count. That is still too much of a deviation? Oh my god, the lines are, like, fucking right on top of each other. My god, this thing is a little bitch is what it is. That is so fucking close. How many bodies can you get on the moon at once? Well, I mean, do they have to be alive? You said bodies, so I'm assuming bodies means dead. This is terrible. See, periapsis is 118. Oh, is that telling me what mine is right now? 43, 810. No. Longitude and ascending node 95 degrees. What's the issue? It's like fucking perfect. It's so fucking perfect. Where is the issue? Damn it. May seem close, but the lines are a few kilometers away probably. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, fucking A, it's so goddamn close. How am I ever gonna fix that? It looks like the orbit maybe could get ballooned out, like, just a little bit. Like, just... That's the problem, though, is that everything is so fucking slight. See, no, now it's getting further away from where I want it. Wait, the line just disappeared. Oh, I fucking got it. Okay, that's all it needed. We cap off the series, send everybody straight to the sun? Well, that would be fun. Alright, well, okay, just that fucking got it. Alrighty. Well, apparently there's no science worth taking here. Oh, well, fuck it. Yeah, there's no science worth taking here. Nothing I can transmit. Well, I completed a contract. It says it wants me. Oh, I do have the scientific data from around. Transmit or recover scientific data from around the moon. Can I transmit the garbage data? Yeah, that counted. That counted. Alright, cool. A new station built or moving parts experts group after the con. Okay, so that's cool. Well, we did that.